Okay. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I just wanted to get a few things going, whether people are show up or not. I know people are watching other people in the football and shit, but I just want to bring up a few things that come to mind. Fresh off of the first half, Eagles lead 24-14. They just kicked a field goal. AJ Brown is a dog. Like, he's real good. Jalen Hurts so far. The only concern I have really is play calling at this point because the Lions are overloading the box, making it very, very difficult for him to stay in the pocket and making it difficult for us to make the reads we want to see him make, which has led him to running a lot more, especially in the first quarter after the way that first drive the Lions had went. Lions got a good O-line and a really good running back room. DeAndre Swift, that guy Williams that broke that tackle to get the first touchdown, they're unreal. They're really good. They're fantastic. Eagles did a good job adjusting to it and making the necessary, adjustments to stop that from happening. But they held them down. So far, Jared Goff, outside of that one big 20-something yard pass play in the second quarter, hasn't really done much. We got a pick six off him. Welcome to Philly, James Bradbury. And Kazir White for blocking or tipping that ball, What's up, Tyler? You said defense is better than I thought so far. Still definitely need to fix some things still. This is week 1. I wasn't expecting it to be a blowout like the Bills, Rams. I mean, no one expected that to happen, but I wasn't expecting the Eagles to be as clean, as I thought, like as everyone wanted them to be. I wasn't expecting this many pre-snap penalties. I wasn't expecting either team to have a lot of thankfully, no injuries. No injuries so far. Let's, knock on wood. Both teams can stay healthy and keep that going. But I've liked what I've seen from the defense for the most part. I'm a little bit worried as far as our running defense goes because they have just been torching us on the ground. DeAndre Swift is no joke. He's going to be a very, very good running back. And outside of that, we've been doing good against the pass for the most part. We got, again, the pick six. Wentz does look good in DC. It's actually really not surprising, but I wasn't expecting him to be this good. I know it's the Jaguars, but I was expecting the Jaguars to at least be a little bit better. That's kind of surprising. I'm going to talk more about that later. I'm going to stream again later tonight. Probably late at night. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I mean, overall, I'm happy with where the Eagles are, but I agree. Running the ball a little too much with Hurts. We need to get Sanders and Scott and Gainwell more involved in the run game. We need to get more balanced because I know we have Smith who hasn't really had much today. It's been the A.J. Brown show. Same with Goddard, hasn't had much. And I know we want to pass more, but this isn't really the matchup to do that with. Last year, we didn't do that against the Lions. We ran the ball more. We scored 40-plus points on them. That's what we need to do. We at least need to get back to some sort of balance. We need to not be overthrowing Hurts because while we want to see what he can do, there's still 16 other games left in the season against better teams to, test him on. Right now, the Lions, they have a solid pass coverage, solid defense as a whole, which was never going to be the issue with them. The issue with the Lions more so is their offense throwing the football. Jared Goff, their wide receivers, they have talent, but they haven't been able to really come together. The Eagles are doing a good job at disrupting him on defense. I will say that. Jonathan Gannon, he hasn't gotten me concerned with the passing game. It's more so the running defense, how he's handling that. But he made the adjustments necessary after that first drive, which is good. I know Sirianni isn't calling the plays anymore, but we need to see more creativity, more freedom on this offense, less of just holding on to RPOs and run pass, just consistent run pass options all the time. Get back to the run game, open things up, open play action up. I feel like if you have Smith, who definitely needs more targets, and AJ Brown on the other side, start some play action passes, man. Get the run going to set those up and get everybody involved. Who are we using as the third receiver? I think so far it's been Pascal. I haven't seen much of Quez Watkins yet, that's a good point too. I wonder what that's all about. But I've seen a lot more of Pascal. I think they're incorporating everybody as far as personnel. They've had 3 tight ends on the field as well. We saw Jack Stoll and the third guy. I forget what his number and his name was, but Hurts tried to throw to him on third down and it didn't convert. But we've been seeing everybody. We just haven't been seeing the ball gets spread around that much, nor have we been seeing much of a balance on our offense as a whole. And that's what I want the Eagles to try and fix in the second half. But at the end of the day, it's just week 1, so I'm not like gonna throw a hissy fit. Like if you're on Bleacher Report or Twitter, and you saw the way the Eagles responded after, or the Eagles fans responded after the touchdown drive the Lions had, and then our punt, or our four and out that we had the following drive. I was so pissed off because it's like, it's not pretty, but it's the first drive, the first 2 drives of the game, first drives for both offenses. Like, it's just the start of the game. I'm not gonna freak out about it just yet. I mean, like, come on. What's my prediction for the Cowboys-Bucks games? Oh, with the way the whole slate of 1 o'clock games have gone so far, I have no clue at this point. It can go either way because both teams are good. I think the Buccaneers are infinitely better and one of the best NFC teams behind at least what I thought. At the time, I thought the Rams. Right now, we don't know. The Rams had a pretty bad week 1, but the Bucks are one of the best teams in the NFC by far. I have the Bucks winning that like 30-26, something along those lines. It'll be a good game, but I think the Cowboys are going to lose it. But we'll have to wait and see because, again, a lot of games are going on right now that I did not expect to happen. Joe Burrow has 4 turnovers at halftime right now, and the Steelers are just demolishing that offense right there. The Falcons, last time I checked, were beating the Saints. The Ravens are struggling against the Jets, barely beating them. How do I feel about Denver and Seattle? Denver's going to win that game. I think Seattle is going to struggle a lot. They're probably one of the worst, if not the worst team in the NFC right there. As far as a roster goes, they have some pieces. They still have Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, but I don't know. I'm not impressed with their quarterback room, and I don't think I almost said Aaron Rodgers. I'm not thinking that Russell Wilson is gonna let a loss to Denver going to Seattle happen. I think he's gonna ball out, and I think he's gonna do good, but a lot of crazy things are happening. That's why I'm not getting too worked up right now. The first few weeks aren't anything to get too worked up over because you're still figuring yourself out as a team and trying to get something going. It's really, you find a team's identity once you get into late October into November, and then obviously December is the most important time of the year. So I'm just looking at this trying to see exactly where the Eagles are. And as far as, getting things together right now, they just need to, I'd say, run the football more, get more creative, and get players more comfortable. But yeah, that's really it. 2 good night games to start off the week 1. Oh yeah, for sure, they're gonna be really good. And they won't stop there. I mean, we have Minnesota next week, so exactly. We have to really wait until the season gets to the midway point, and then we'll really get to understand who teams are, or like what teams really are, and who's really capable of being, good or bad. So that's where I'm at. That's why I'm not too worried. Right now, all I care is that we win this game. The Lions are going to be better. That passing attack they have is not great, but we'll see how things go. And I'll see you all after the game.